Hey guys, Gold here again. I wanted to cover one more little tidbit about me and how my hands operate on the stick. Basically why, in depth, why I am able to do some things on player 1 side and some things on player 2 side, but like not the other and vice versa. Things like that. And specifically wave dashing on either side with both of these characters on screen. So on player 1 side, I can execute the King Wave Dash pretty easily, and like this is like just like my hand casually doing the Wave Dash or like the crouch dash motion. I'm not like actively trying to skip neutral. If I was, my hands would hurt a lot more on the player 1 side, but they don't. This is like really natural for me. You might notice like in my previous PS4 clips when I was doing electrics on like with Devilgen and Kazuya, I was also skipping a neutral in those videos and getting their electrics out fast. I still haven't tested whether those were actually like 13 frame electrics. Maybe they weren't, but yeah, like this is I don't think it's a really anomaly with my stick or like with anything else. It's just like my hands working really fast, like really fast on this side in particular. This is also why I have trouble doing wave dashes on player 1 side with Mishimas. It's not because I can't. It's not because I can't do it, but it's because both my hands and the game won't allow me to do it any slower without like severely slowing down my movement like that or something. However, on the player 2 side, the problem side like suddenly switches, and like now this is player 2 side is actually like a problem for me. Like even though I can do it sometimes, it's not nearly as consistent as my 2-player side. So like my wave dash motion here in this instance fits Mishima's a lot better. It might have something to do with the oversized actuator that I installed here, or what else? Or maybe the way I hold my stick, and also the spring inside my joystick. It's a 2-pound spring for a Hori joystick, so that could be like the cause for like the motion being a lot harder on player 2 side. Just like I had to use like a lot more strength in my hands to get it on the 2-player side, like that. But I mean, I didn't want like a 1.5-pound spring, but none of the shops that have it will actually ship it to my house. It's just unfortunate because you don't get a lot of 1.5-pound springs in Canada. I'll just put that out there. But yeah, you'll see that when I switch to Kazuya, I suddenly have a problem doing the wave dash. Unless I just do the wave dash really slowly. I can't move with Kazuya here like I normally can with King. Just gotta slow it down like severely. Just doing a few twin pistons out of crouch dash there. On player 2 side, this not being able to do the King wave dash motion actually helps me a lot on player 2 side, because now I can do Mishima wave dashes. Yeah, Yeah, it's just a weird way that my hands work on the stick in this game. Yeah, that's all I wanted to do. That's all I wanted to do for today. This is probably the last thing I'll do. Last thing I'll do for today. You know, it's always important. In short, it's always important to like be mindful of like the stick that you're using, or you know, if you're playing pad for some reason in this game, you know, and you want to do like complicated motions like this. I mean, I just stick with arcade stick because I basically grew up in an arcade, and I thought playing on pad was like a nightmare for years. And then I got my own stick like about 5 years ago. It was a dream. And now like playing Tekken on this, it just feels so much more natural than on pad. Even though like on pad, like, you know, there are advantages and disadvantages to everything, but stick just works much more comfortably for me, and I think it would take me like years to try to replicate this level of input, because I just really didn't like pad when I was a kid. I still don't like pad right now. So I'm likely gonna stick with even if I can't do something like some things on like one side consistently. You know, it's not like I main king. I main Paul, but you know, it'd be nice if I could increase the consistency of some techniques like this. Even if I won't like use this too often, I'll probably like stick to two crouch dashes, for instance. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover for today. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.